Now for D2 standard, ballast water must contain less than 10 viable or 10 alive organisms, which are greater than or equal to 50 microns in size per cubic meter of the ballast water. And 50 microns is half the thickness of your average human hair. Plus, the ballast water must contain less than 10 viable organisms or 10 alive organisms that are less than 50 microns but greater than equal to 10 microns per milliliter. 1 milliliter is 1 by 1000 of a liter. Then your indicator microbes are for your bacteria, Vibrio cholerae, that causes cholera, should be less than 1 CFU, which is colony forming unit, per 100 ml of ballast water sample. Escherichia coli or E. coli, less than 250 CFU or colony forming units per 100 ml. And intestinal enterococci should be less than 100 CFU per 100 ml. So all this you have to remember for D2 standard. लेकिन जो आप ट्रीटमेंट कर रहे हो उसमें हो सकता है टॉक्सिन्स आ जाएं लाइक कॉपर, हेवी मेटल्स और रेडियो एक्टिव सब्सटेंस, एंड दैट हैज नॉट बीन catered to by ballast water convention. कल आपको कराया था ये ऑर्गेनिज्म जो है ग्रेटर देन 50 माइक्रॉन्स, लेस देन 10 वायबल पर मीटर क्यूब, 10 to 50 micrometers और mu less than 10 viable per milliliter. Indicator microbes Vibrio cholerae 1 CFU per 100 ml, E. coli 250 CFU per 100 ml, intestinal enterococci 100 CFU per 100 ml. Section D of ballast water management will have one is your exchange is D1, D2 is ballast water performance, D3 is approval requirements for ballast water management system. D4 is your what kind of ballast water treatment technologies are there. And D5, the review of the standards by IMO. So ships constructed on or after 8th September 2017 need to comply with D2 standards. On delivery, an existing ship should be D2 compliant. The first IOPP survey after 8th September 2017, and this survey should be completed on or after 8th September 2019, or a renewal IOPP survey is completed on or after 8th September 2014, but prior to 8th September 2017. Now, it is agreed that the ship to which IOPP renewal survey does not apply, because that is generally less than 400 gross tonnage, they all are to be D2 compliant by 8th September 2024. So, which are supposed to follow ballast water treatment, they are supposed to have ballast water management plan, ballast water record book, and the entries here are where are you discharging, date, time, how much quantity discharge, where you are, that is the birth, और आपने ट्रीटमेंट करके निकाला कि नहीं निकाला, so that will be entered there. So ballast water record book for every ship 400 gross tonnage and above, which are carrying ballast water quantity 8 meter cubes or more, engage in voyage to ports of different jurisdiction or different areas, should be provided a ballast water record book. So suppose you are in US, you are in the East Coast, maybe you are in Houston, then you're going to other states, because that's United States and every state will have a different jurisdiction. So there you require ballast water record book for the coastal vessels also, which are going to one area to the other area of different jurisdiction. Ballast water record book should be retained on board for at least 2 years after last entry. And then after that, it should be in the company for at least 3 years. So 2 years on board after last entry plus 3 years in company after the or keeping on board. Now, what are the entries in ballast water record book? One is your ballasting of tanks, location, tanks ballasted, and volume per tank in meter cube, least depth of water, distance from nearest land, density of water, time of completion. Code B will be discharge of ballast water into sea. Code C will be when you have ballast water exchange. Code D will be internal transfer of ballast water. Code E will be from ballast water which is discharged to shore reception facility if you can't treat. Code F will be treatment of ballast water. Code G will be accidental or exceptional uptake of discharge of ballast water. Code H will be cleaning of tanks and discharge of sediments. And code I will be any operational remark or any general remark. Now, what is the ballast water management plan? So it should contain your information about your the ballast water convention. It should have the ship's particular, that is your length, beam, IMO number, name of the ship, flag, registry, gross tonnage, draft, total ballast capacity, and international call signs. It should also name the purpose, that is the explanation for need of ballast water management, and what is the importance of correct record keeping. Then it should also have plans and drawings of the ballast system, which should be ballast water arrangement, ballast capacity plan, ballast water piping, pumping arrangement, ballast pump capacities, installed ballast treatment system on board. Description of ballast system will be how you ballasting and deballasting. Then you'll have ballast water sampling points. Where are they? What is the location? That the list should be there in the plan. Then your safety instructions will be for dangers of enclosed space entry, dangers of blocked air vents, and the other safety instructions. Methods will be what kind of ballast water exchange and treatments used on board in detail, and what kind of communication system you have on board, that should be there. What are the duties of ballast water management officer, and the responsibilities of him, of the same person. Then what are the recording requirements? What are the items to be recorded in the logbook? And the crew training and familiarization of ballast water treatment should be there. So that should be your video screening, your manuals there, your placards. So all this crew should know. Then what is the record keeping in ballast water management plan? So they have to be entered in the ballast water record book by responsible officer. That is the date, geographical location, ship's tank or cargo holds, ballast water temperature, salinity of ballast water, salt content, amount of ballast water loaded or discharged, location and suitable access points of taking ballast water samples by port authorities. That should be identified in the ballast water management plan. Plus, your sampling point should be clearly marked for identification. Now, what are treatment methods here? Ballast water management will have ballast water methods. So these methods will be your ballast water exchange, which we have already done. And what kind of ballast water treatment you have? That is your mechanical, filtration, separation. Mechanical is like through a sieve, filtration, you're having filter, separation. Hydrochlorination is putting chlorine, carbonation. Physical can be heating, kill the microbes, ultraviolet radiation, ultrasound, electrolysis, and cavitation. Cavitation means bubbling. Chemical can be use of oxidants or biocides. Biocides kill the microbes, oxidants to kill the microbes, deoxygenation because oxygen is removed from the organisms, they'll die, and ozonation, putting ozone there. So that is the ballast water treatment methods. Then sediment measurement, ballast water isolation, that is you're sending to shore or you're returning to origin. Origin means you are pumping out from where you've already taken. So suppose you're taken in some place, you're coming back and returning the ballast there only. And your procedures and education and training. So the entire thing is ballast water management. So the various treatment technologies are physical separation, hydrocyclone, where you have you have in your spinners. So that is hydrocyclone. Surface filtration, depth filtration, chemical treatment will be coagulation. Coagulation means putting a chemical so that they stick together. Fluctuation, again removing the microbes. Disinfecting is putting chlorine or electrochlorination. So there you have a residual control by chlorination, chemical reduction, sodium bisulfide and sodium thiosulfate. Then you putting chlorine dioxide there, microbes or parasitic acid or vitamin K or H2, they can kill the germs, or you have advanced oxidation, or you use ultraviolet plus titanium oxide. Physical can be ultrasound or cavity. Treatment can be ultraviolet radiation, deoxygenation by removing oxygen, gas injection in the water, ultrasonic, cavitation and heat. These are the various technologies available. So here in the treatment you see uh, you have taken the intake, the planktons are living bacteria inside, and you have a drain here. They are sterilized, filtered, and solid chemical agent is put there. Then clean water exceeding emission standards will be here. Otherwise, you have to remove those bacteria to before pumping out. During discharge, your filtration, and then your clean salt water exceeding the emission standards. Now, the cavitation method is shock waves, some microbes, maybe 1 to 3 μm. So these bubbles are killing these microbes. You see here, these bubbles are killing the microbes. Then this is magnetic ballast water treatment. So here you have sea water which has got like mud and sand. You're putting magnetic powder here, and there's an inorganic coagulant which sticks them together. So by magnet you can separate them. So here you can
सर
see
आपकी
that
आवाज ब्रेक होने लग रही है अभी बीच बीच में.
बीच में ब्रेक करे, वो नेट के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है ना. नेट थोड़ा स्लो हो जाता है तो ब्रेक कर जाती है. बाकी को क्लियर आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही?
नो सर.
को क्लियर आ रही है कि नहीं आ रही है? अच्छा, इसमें आपका सी वाटर है. सी वाटर में मैग्नेटिक पाउडर डाला, कोगुलेंट डाला, मिक्स किया तो ये चिपक गया. फिर मैग्नेटिक सेपरेशन से इसको अलग किया. अब मैग्नेटिक सेपरेशन से अलग किया तो ये अलग से दिख रहा है. मैग्नेटिक पाउडर, कोगुलेंट, बैक्टीरिया सब अलग हो गए. और उसके बाद क्लीन ट्रीटेड बैलेंस वाटर को हम निकाल सकते हैं. अगर हमने टेस्ट सैंपल किया और D2 स्टैंडर्ड क्लियर हो गया, देन यू कैन पुट इन द सी. अब ये अल्ट्रावायलेट बैलेंस वाटर ट्रीटमेंट है. इसमें योर इनटेक इज देयर, बैलेंस पंप इज देयर, योर फिल्टर इज देयर, एंड आपने टाइटेनियम डाइऑक्साइड एंड अल्ट्रावायलेट से इसको पास किया तो आपका माइक्रोब्स निकल गया. सो यू कैन मेक ओवरबोर्ड डिस्चार्ज. नाउ योर वेरियस मेथड्स ऑफ D2 स्टैंडर्ड्स अगर वर्ल्ड वाइड देखो, सबसे ज्यादा आपका अल्ट्रावायलेट यूज किया जा रहा है, यूवी. इसको सबसे ज्यादा यूज किया जा रहा है. IMO अप्रूव्ड वाला ब्लू है, US कोस्ट गार्ड वाला रेड है. नेक्स्ट नंबर में आता है क्लोरिनेशन. तो ये सबसे बड़ी टेक्नोलॉजीज यूज कर रहे हैं अल्ट्रावायलेट से, एंड दूसरा क्लोरिनेशन से. एक्वा गार्ड अगर आप देखो, एक्वा गार्ड में अल्ट्रावायलेट रेज हैं, वो हमारे फ्रेश वाटर में पानी में मार देती हैं माइक्रोब्स को. आरओ क्या होता है, आरओ में रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस करते हैं तो उसमें माइक्रोब सब फंस जाते हैं। बट अगर आपका सॉल्ट कंटेंट कम हो गया टीडीएस और आपने आरओ यूज किया तो आपको डिस्टिल वाटर मिलेगा विच इज वेरी हार्मफुल फॉर यू। इसलिए आपको देखना पड़ता है टीडीएस कितना है फॉर डूइंग। बट इसमें टीडीएस का चक्कर नहीं है। बट अगर हमने रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस किया तो उसमें पैसा बहुत लगेगा, सो इसमें वो मेथड नहीं है। Now this is your International Ballast Water Management Certificate, जिसमें लिखा है नेम ऑफ शिप, लेटर, पोर्ट ऑफ रजिस्ट्री, ग्रॉस टनेज, डेट ऑफ कंस्ट्रक्शन, कैपेसिटी, आईएमओ नंबर, किस टाइप का मेथड यूज हो रहा है। तो इसमें लिखा है फ्लो थ्रू एंड एक्सचेंज एंड सीक्वेंशियल। इसमें वो D2 स्टैंडर्ड का नहीं लिखा है, पुराना है इसलिए। डेट इंस्टॉल, नंबर, नेम ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चर, अगर आपका है ट्रीटमेंट मेथड तो वो लिखना चाहिए। तो आपके शिप पे अलग अलग टाइप के इंटरनेशनल बैलास्ट वाटर मैनेजमेंट सर्टिफिकेट होंगे। ये पुराना वाला है, दैट इज ऑफ 2018। नए वाले में ट्रीटमेंट आ गया। ये टाइप अप्रूवल सर्टिफिकेट है, तो इसमें कौन सा टाइप का यूज कर रहे हैं वो आएगा। ये एक्चुअली पुराना वाला है तो उसमें वो टाइप नहीं लिखेंगे, बट नए वाले में तो आपका टाइप आ जाएगा किस टाइप का आपने ट्रीटमेंट मेथड किया है। तो ये आपका बैलास्ट वाटर ट्रीटमेंट का है। ये हमारे पास 15 मिनट है, सो वी कैन सी अ वीडियो ऑन बैलास्ट वाटर ट्रीटमेंट।